Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel and this update for Pan those eyeshadows. Now I just want to say a huge thank you to all of my subscribers. I have passed the 200 mark. So I have over 200 subscribers, which is crazy. You know, when you think of all of those people in a room looking at you, that's when you realize how many they are, because it's very easy to look at a number and just see a number and not realizing that this is actually 200 people looking. Well, not at every, not all the time, but 200 people that are interested in this, which is, it's cool. It's awesome. So I just wanted to say thank you very much. And I hope you'll continue to, stay and maybe be inspired or at least have a great time watching this. So anyway, pan those eyeshadows. That's why we're here. I am working on 4 shadows and I'm trying to hit pan on them. And the little twist this year is that I'm only picking shadows from palettes that don't yet have pan in them, because I want to hit pan in all of my palettes this year, if I can. If it takes longer, so be it, but I'm trying. So I'm going to tell you my pan percentage after we've gone through all of these shades. Is there anything else you need to know? Maybe that instead of the 10 usage goal I had last year, that said that if I used something 10 times and really didn't want to, continue working on it, I could roll it out. But since I want pan, I thought it's okay if I use a shadow 10 times and I hit pan on another shade in that palette, then I can roll it out. Because I still want to use it. I still want to challenge myself, but I still want that pan, I just don't want to roll something out and forget about it, Still want pan. So let's start off with the first shade that comes from the Back to Basic Burnt Tones palette from Makeup Mecca. I have been working on, well, actually, it turned out all of these shades were kind of orangey toned. So yeah, this is an orange shade called Hot Stuff. And I've used this one 11 times. It's this one. And I have dropped this several times and it's shattered. So, it looked new last time, but this and that one actually shattered and I had to press it down with my fingers. They're very fragile right now. So I don't want to be too heavy-handed or, make too sudden movements or, tilt it too much, because I have a feeling this will just drop down. But yeah, this is the shade that we're working on. I really hope that you can see that little dip that is actually happening. I have a huge dip in this one as well, but even if I would hit pan on that one, that is in another project, so that wouldn't count towards a pan in this project, if you know what I mean. But I can actually see a little bit of a dip happening in this one right here. I hope you can see that. I can't see in the monitor if you can see it or not, but anyway, I think I will stick with it because I find that it's a very nice shade. And it's like in the middle of, not too comfortable, but it's not too hard. So I would like to challenge myself to do it. But it might be here for a pretty long time. I have used a lot of this and I still don't have pan on it. I think this is actually like 1.7 grams. Yeah, 1.7 grams each. That's a lot of product. So I have a feeling this will stay for a long time. But the next one I have actually hit pan on. So yeah, a little spoiler. This is the Foil Me by Makeup Mecca. And as you can see, I've been working on the 4th shade in here. And I have a pretty big and decent pan. This is because I'm using my finger and it doesn't really stick, so I have to kind of dig down and really kind of press it. So it feels like I've been kind of cheating. It only took me 7 times to use it and get pan. And if you can see, a lot of product has gone up because I pressed down to get it onto my finger. But, I haven't used that much product, even though I have used some. I'm using it today together with Hot Stuff from the other palette I just showed you. And then I have some browns to kind of deepen it up. But anyway, so we have pan and it counts to my pan percentage and my pan percentage in, you know, wanting to hit pan on every palette. So that is great. Next up, we have the Ciate London 9-piece eyeshadow birthday edition, I think. No, 9-piece eyeshadow palette. It doesn't even have a name. Got it in a subscription box, like almost everything else. And I got the shade number 7, and it already had a little bit of a dip, but now it looks like this. So you can see that I have a good pan in this one as well. I am very happy that I got this shade. I love this shade so much. I actually used all of these shades in like 2 looks. I think I've only taken picture of like 1 look this month, and it's not with these shadows, because I just feel like my camera doesn't really pick up these lighter shades, like these more natural tone shades. So yeah, I couldn't really take good pictures, but believe me when I say this was gorgeous, and the other shades as well. Much more gorgeous in reality than I could ever capture in a picture. So that's another pan hit, and I hit it today while doing this look. And for the last shade, I got this Scarab palette from ZC, and we got shade number 8, which is this one right here. I've used this only twice. I really like it, but I had too much to work on. And even though I could work all of these together, whenever I hit this pan, I actually hit that after 5 uses. I didn't say that, but yeah, 5 uses. But after I had hit that, I was like, okay, now I just want to work with a foiled eyeshadow and have other things in my crease. And then this kind of got left behind, but I am going to work on this next month. So 2 out of 4, not too shabby. It's a good start, especially if we look at my numbers. So let's take a look at my numbers, shall we? Last month, I had a pan percentage of 9.9%, meaning that 9.9% of all of my shades had pan in them. Now I have actually hit pan on 10 new shades this month, and I haven't gotten any other eyeshadow palettes in because my ZC subscription is a little bit, it's late. I mentioned this last time, I think, that I hadn't got my CC box for that month. It turned out they hadn't sent it, so now they have, and the other one they've also sent for this month, but it hasn't come yet. So you always get an eyeshadow palette in all of those boxes, but I haven't received it for 2 months. So next month will be, I just hope my pan percentage doesn't go down. That's my goal for next month, because I will be receiving 3 or 4 palettes. Yeah, maybe even more, you never know. But you know, I know that the last box contained only 1, and then I will get 2 more probably until the next time. Anyway, so we went up to 106 pans of eyeshadows with pan on them out of 969, which makes a total of 10.94%. So we went from 9.9% to 10.94%. So that's over 1%. That's good. That's good. 1 month's use. That's good. Now let's take a look at how many of my palettes that actually have pan in them at all. Right now, 37 out of 67 palettes have pan in them, meaning I went from 47.76% to 55.22%. That's great. I think I have to up it if I want to actually hit pan on all of my palettes within this year. But it's great. Over half of my palettes have pan in them now, and I'm well on my way. I think I am very close to hitting pan on a few of my palettes that I'm working on right now, so I think we're off to a good start. So now that only leaves us with rolling in 2 new shades. So how this is working right now is I have my spin the wheel and I randomize 2 palettes without pan in them, and then I will randomize the shades when I have the palette here. So the first one is Too Faced Natural Matte. Interesting. I think those are very hard pressed and very hard to hit pan on, I think. And the Catrice Daring Nude. I actually got that last Christmas, so nice. I'll go get them and we'll see what shade I'll be working on. Okay, so I'm back with the two palettes. So let's randomize. This one, the Daring Nude palette from Catrice, it has 18 shades looking like this. This one I'll be working on in another project, so that's not eligible for this one. But let's pick another app, the Pretty Random app. So we have 1 to 18, and we'll see what we'll get. So shade number 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, I am very lucky. I get the most easy shades, I think. Wow. Very easy. Wow. I have no doubts I will be able to hit pan on this until next time. Yeah, pretty boring too, I think. And then we have another matte palette, and we have 9 shades. One of these is not eligible either, but we'll get to it. So shade number 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's another like brownish orangey shade. This year is all about the oranges. I mean, at least they're working very well together, so I can't complain about it. But yeah, it's just feels a little bit weird that I only get orangey shades. So this is my new color story. We have a white one, a brown one, kind of a peachy, almost like it looks more orangey on the eyelids, I think, but it's more of a peachy tone here. And then we have the orange. Actually, I haven't seen that before, but this kind of peachy tone right here, it has like gold specks. So it's almost like a pink with gold in it. And I think that's why it's looking peachy, because they kind of blend together. But, that's interesting. Like I said, I've only used it twice, and those 2 times were with the other shades. So I wonder how it would look by itself on my lids. Maybe that would be really nice, actually. It doesn't look too different from last month, which is a little bit of a shame. I would have liked to get, you know, some other shades, but on the other hand, I can work with these, and you know, if I want to hit pan on as much as possible, then easy shades it is, you know. Anyway, that is it for this month's update of Pan Those Eyeshadows. I hope you all enjoyed it, and that I'll see you in the next one. Bye!